Nestled in the heart of this charming town lies a testament to the power of community and dedication to beauty, the City Beautification Committee. Established in 1955, the City Beautification Committee, or CBC, has been the driving force behind the aesthetic enhancements within Frankenmuth. Wally Brunner, one of the founders of our organization, once said, "No man stood taller than when he bent down to pick up a piece of trash." Generous donations and support from the Downtown Development Authority, the City of Frankenmuth, and many individual donors like yourself allows the CBC, a fully volunteer committee, to reward the community and its visitors through positive year-round efforts. And speaking of color, one of our main duties is planting and caring for the hundreds of beautiful flowers that line Frankenmuth's Main Street.
Each year, hundreds of thousands of blooms grace Frankenmuth's streets, businesses, homes, and parks in more than 200 formal gardens. Working through the city's horticulturalists and the Department of Public Works, the CBC funds the hanging baskets, curbside petunias, and other specialty locations. More than 300 hanging baskets are on display between May and October. Working with its partners at the Downtown Development Authority and the City Parks and Recreation Department, public areas in towns are planted with perennials, annuals, shrubs, and bushes to make landscapes pop with color. Most public areas, including the hanging baskets, are irrigated with a computer-run system that's more than 6 miles long. In areas without irrigation, the committee funds a watering truck that waters and fertilizes as needed over the growing months. Frankenmuth's private gardens at businesses and residents are a bonus for the community beauty. Community pride extends from Main Street through carefully manicured neighborhoods. Overall, the look is breathtaking and the pride of all Frankenmuth residents. I always said that, kind of now that I found out, the comical part of it is that when they started the hanging baskets, they were actually silk flowers or plastic flowers at the time. And that's kind of amazing that it's grown from beautifying with plastic to live plants and being able to maintain those.
As grand as our summer floral arrangements are, the holiday season sparkles with Christmas colors and spectacular decorations throughout the community. Thousands of lights and garland dress trees, parks, sidewalks, homes and businesses, candy canes, tin soldiers, and other assorted decorations are posted on light poles located at each community entrance, on the riverbank, and in pocket parks throughout the community. So many lights are sparkling, it's impossible to count them all.
There was a time when I worked with Wally Brunner quite closely with Christmas. And one of my memories was going with Wally out to check and critique each one of our pole decorations and street decorations all along the way. And one thing he was always emphatic on checking were the straightening of the bows. He was one that wanted everything perfect. I really think the atmosphere that it brings is almost like a fairy tale. They ask if our town is dressed, and that's what we feel like we are doing.
Inspired by the auspicious acts of 9/11, the city initiated a Patriotic flag program displaying more than 100 American flags throughout the downtown and Waste Street area. What started out as a temporary tribute has stayed as a continuing patriotic salute many years later. The flags welcome our German and Canadian visitors, as well as honor our military men and women in the U.S. Armed Forces. With a grant from Frankenmuth Community Foundation, Frankenmuth Blue banners pinpoint street lights throughout the community. Speaking of distinctive Frankenmuth symbols throughout town, the Beautification Committee has been hard at work restoring the Welcome sign on the shores of the Cass River.
In October of 1985, the city created the Riverbank Committee to look at how to restore the riverbank after erosion had started along its west bank. The Department of Public Works and the City Beautification worked together to transform the unsightly bank into 4 seasons of beauty. The City Beautification was commissioned to this project and decided to add a little extra touch to the eroding bank and advertise its hospitality through a welcome sign. Over the years, the 6-foot-tall plywood letters had deteriorated and have been replaced many times as they are heavy and cumbersome to put up and down. Not only are they heavy, but currently supported by a cable system, they sway in the wind, causing the letters to need to be adjusted. The new sign will maintain its iconic white letter look, but will be constructed out of aluminum and be backed by a structure so letters will be sturdy and stay upright even in the highest of winds. On the south side of the new sign will be a permanent monument inspired by Frankenmuth's Welcome South entrance arch and our red clay roofs. This monument will showcase the city's crest and will be a staple of the Cass River's West Bank for many years to come.
Each year, more than 700 local residents, businesses, and of Frankenmuth come together to support the CBC. Without our incredible community, none of this would be possible. We look forward to the future of our town, and we are honored to keep it looking its best for many generations to come.